it's Lindsay, and today I am doing the Big Books tag. I'll go ahead and link the original creator down below so you guys can check that out for yourself. But it's no secret on this channel, I like big books. When you're a huge adult fantasy lover, it just kind of goes with the territory because for some reason us fantasy writers can't be stopped. We just keep writing and writing and writing, and it's absolutely wonderful. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 5 biggest books that I have read in my collection. I will be starting with the smallest page number and going up to the highest page number, and then I will also be sharing the 2 biggest books on my TBR. So coming in at number 5 is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. Now this copy that I have is the dreaded mass market paperback, and this comes in at 809 pages. So I read this book last year. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it like 4 out of 5 stars. It's a great, epic, large-scale, multiple kingdoms fighting for power and thrones. It's great. Just try it out if you like. It's got really interesting political intrigue and a cool magic system. It is adult though, so if you're not cool with like the blood and like sex that's kind of graphic and rape that's also kind of graphic, you might want to stay away from it, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done, and I really like the TV show. I think the last 2 seasons of the HBO adaptation are really good, and sue me, but I like them a little bit better than the book sometimes. The next book on my list is The Sweet Far Thing by Libba Bray. This is the concluding novel in the Gemma Doyle trilogy that follows a young girl in Victorian England who is finding out that she has magical powers and is in a boarding school and is, falls in love and has all this dark stuff happen. It's a really great series. I love it. It does read a little bit aged, but I read it as a 14-year-old and it has always had my heart. It will always be one of my favorite series. Now, of course, because I love the series so much, I really enjoyed this, and I'm one of those people that loves the immersive Victorian culture, so I was totally okay with this being so long, but I do know that a big critique that people have of this book is that it's a lot of just day-to-day Victorian culture, and people got bored with that, so I totally understand. It is a big book. So yeah, but I really enjoyed it, and I liked reading all 819 pages. Coming in at number 3 with 849 pages is Inheritance by Christopher Paolini. This is the 4th and final book in the Inheritance saga, series, cycle, I don't know. I think it's the Inheritance cycle, but it's the 4th and final book about dragons and a mystical world. It's great. It's kind of like if Lord of the Rings had happy dragons instead of mean dragons. I will say, I love Christopher Paolini. This is another fantasy series. This is the first high fantasy series that I ever read growing up, but he's a little long-winded, so if you're not into the whole political intrigue and how wars work and type thing, this might be a little bit rough for you, but you know what? I think it's totally worth it. I think they have the best characters in here. I love the world. I love the wars, and for me, everything else was super fast-paced, so I love this. Number 3. And the 4th book, coming in at a whopping 874 pages, is my copy of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I really don't feel like you need a synopsis for Harry Potter. You probably know what it's about. So, boy, wizard, orphan, saves Wizarding World with magic. Check it out. Every summer I reread the Harry Potter series, so that's what I'm doing right now. I just finished up the 2nd book last night. It was wonderful and I love rereading them. So hopefully I will be getting to this one this month or next month for the reread. But yeah, this is a chunker. This is a huge book, baby. And not all of this is happy. It's Harry's a little miserable in this book, so at times you feel a little miserable, but overall I enjoy the misery that is this book. And clocking in at number 5, the largest book I have read, is Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, coming in at 969 pages. So this is the 2nd book in the Game of Thrones series, and I didn't like it. It kind of sucks that it's the biggest book I've read and the one that I dislike the most out of all of these, but this was actually a book that was in my top 5 worst books of 2017. I will go ahead and link that above and below for you if you want to check that out. But I didn't care for this one. Unlike the first one that had a really good plot and a good mystery, this one just went on and on and on for side plots, and so, I mean, you feel every single page in this book. I've been told to keep reading, and I might one of these days. I just really didn't like this one, so it's hard to motivate yourself to do it. I gave this a 2.5 stars. But yeah, biggest book I read, so hey. And then moving on to the two biggest books on my TBR. The first one is going to be Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. Now this is the second book in her ongoing Diviners series. Libba Bray just likes writing big books, okay? And I'm here for it because Libba Bray has got her atmosphere down pat and her stories and her characters. So she could write a 1,000-page book and I'd still read it. I don't care. But this is the UK floppy hardback edition. As you can see, it's very big. And even being such big print and everything, it's still a pretty big book. So I'm planning on getting to this around October of this year. I'm really excited. And the newest addition to my library is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. And yes, I bought the huge floppy paperback and I just could sit here all day and just like do this. It's so fun. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. This version clocks in at exactly 1,001 pages. You couldn't make it 1,000 straight, like, I don't know. But anyway, this is an epic fantasy that follows a world that Brandon created because he does this thing where he's very creative and creates these crazy worlds about magic and follows multiple perspectives, and I don't know that much about it and I want to keep it that way because I'm excited to jump into this. Okay, yep, we're really gonna try this. We're gonna try this. See if we can work out for the day. Okay, hi everyone. I have all of the books here. These are the biggest books in my collection and they're very heavy and I'm sweating, but like it's fine. So that concludes my big books tag. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to tell me down in the comments what are some of the biggest books that you have read and the biggest books that you need to get to. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!